Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. So is everybody here?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
kids.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to
Good
everyone.
morning,
ma'am.
Good morning.
Morning,
beta.
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning.
morning, ma'am.
Fine. Everybody, good morning and Jai Hind. So I think everybody is here now. And now can we
Yes, ma'am.
start with
Yes.
it? I'm audible to each and everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Please
ma'am.
on your video. Children, please on your video.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, please on your video. Okay. So now I'm going to mute you all. Okay. Again, I'll just allow you to unmute and we'll discuss the questions. Okay. So I'm muting everybody.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, children. So today is your biology revisional class. So today we'll revise the previous chapter, that is microorganisms. Children, in very short, you are going to have your half-yearly examination. So we have to prepare from the starting. You have to prepare from the first chapter, that is crop production, microorganism, and conservation of plants and animals. All right. All these three chapters are there in your half yearly syllabus. Okay. So we'll revise one by one. So first we'll revise the second chapter, that is microorganism. Am I audible? Am I visible and audible to everyone? Am I visible and audible to everyone? Just show your thumbs up. Am I visible and audible to everyone? All right. So today we are going to revise microorganism. Okay. So first, please raise your hand. You will raise your hand and ask. Okay. So first tell me, what is microorganism? Raise your hand and answer. Yes, children. Durgesh, I am unmuting you. Yes. Durgesh. Durgesh Yadav, I am unmuting you. Good morning, beta. What is microorganism? Your voice is not audible. Durgesh, your voice is not audible. Yes. Fine. Anyone else? Shwetank, I'm unmuting you. Shwetank Ranjan, I'm unmuting you. Yes. What is microorganism?
Organisms that cannot be seen through naked eyes are called microorganisms.
Yes. So the very small organism that we cannot see through our naked eyes are called microorganisms. Now quickly tell me two examples of microorganism. Raise your hand. Two examples of microorganism. Yes, kids. Raise your hand. Siddharth Bose, I'm unmuting you. Tell me. Siddharth, give me 2 examples
Ma'am,
of
the examples of
microorganisms.
microorganisms.
Yes.
Ma'am, bacteria, algae.
Achha.
Ma'am, bacteria, algae.
Bacteria and algae are the examples of microorganism. All right.
Microorganism.
Okay, well done. So mute yourself. Children, please lower your hand. Everybody, please lower your hand. Okay, now next question. Tell me, among these types of microorganism, which microorganism contains chlorophyll and perform the process of photosynthesis? Yes. Anyone from Knowledge Park? Please raise your hand. Anyone from Knowledge Park? Sarai Nandan branch? Please raise your hand. Yes. Harshita, I am unmuting you. Harshita?
Ma'am, algae.
Algae is the example of microorganism, and it contains both. Like it contains chlorophyll and can perform the process of photosynthesis. Can you name any example of algae? Can you name any algae?
Ma'am, Spirogyra.
Yes, correct. Spirogyra is an example of algae. Very good. Please mute yourself. Okay. Now next question. Tell me, paramecium is which type of microorganism? Paramecium is which type of microorganism? Yes, kids. Paramecium is which type of microorganism? Om, I am unmuting you. Om Kumar Tiwari. I am unmuting you. Children, Om, please on your audio. Your audio is not visible. Please on your audio first. Om Kumar Tiwari, please on your audio. Fine. Athar, I am unmuting you. Athar. Athar. Your voice is not audible. Your voice is not at all audible. Yes, tell me. Paramecium is which type of microorganism?
Ma'am, protozoa.
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 Very good. Protozoa. This paramecium is the example of protozoa. All right. Thank you, Athar. Please mute yourself. All right. Next question. So children, now I'm going to share the PPT and there are few questions. You have 4 options. You have to, what you have to do here is, जिसको जो आंसर सही लग रहा है, ठीक है? If first is correct, you will put like this. If you are thinking second answer is correct, so you will do like this. Everybody, all right? And if third is correct, you will do like this. And if fourth is correct, you will do like this. Are you ready? Yes. So now there will be a PPT and you will get a few questions. Okay. If among this you feel like first option is correct, you will do like this. If you will feel second option is correct, you will do like this. For third, for fourth. All right. All right. Gyanendra, is it okay? Okay. So everybody is ready. Now I'm going to share the screen. We have few questions of this chapter itself, microorganism. So we'll talk about that. Okay. So let's go to the questions. Question number 1. This is question number 1. Spirogyra is. Options are an algae, a fungi, a protozoa, a bacteria. Yes, children. Show your fingers, like if you are asking for one, so just do it like one. Who is this annotating? Who is doing this? So, so the first question was, Spirogyra is an algae, a fungi, a protozoa. Yes. Yes, Parth, Sarthi, will you explain? I'm unmuting you. Yes, Parth.
Yes, ma'am. It's Spirogyra.
Spirogyra is
Algae,
an
ma'am.
algae. All right. Spirogyra is
Algae.
an algae. Very good. Well done. Now moving to next question.
Algae.
Very good. For the first question, answer is algae. Now moving to next question. Moving to next question. So the next question is microorganisms. Microorganisms are unicellular, multicellular, both or none of these. Unicellular, multicellular, both or none of these. Yes. Children, those who have off their video, please on your video so that I can see which answer you are just raising. All right. So most of you have told the answer 3. Yes. So the correct answer is also 3. Microorganisms can be both unicellular as well as multicellular. So children, can you name any unicellular microorganism? Can anyone please tell any one unicellular microorganism? Yes, Alankrita. Unicellular microorganism.
Yes, ma'am. Bacteria.
Well done.
Ma'am, bacteria.
Very good. Bacteria is unicellular microorganism. All right. Next question. What are the different types of bacteria? What are the different types of bacteria? What are the different types of bacteria? Ritvik, I am unmuting you. Ritvik Tandon, Durga Kund. Ritvik, what are the different types of bacteria? Yes, beta. Ritvik Tandon. Am I audible to you?
Ma'am, may I tell?
No, Alankrita, mute yourself first. Alankrita, mute yourself. All right.
Ma'am, you have unmuted me again.
Achha, fine. Now this Isha Singh, KP. Isha Singh, I'm unmuting you. Answer the question. What are the different types of bacteria?
Ma'am, the different types of bacteria are Cocci, Bacilli, and Spirilla.
Cocci or Cocci, Bacilli, and Spirilla are the different types of bacteria. Okay, well done. Mute yourself. Now, Gyanen, there is a question for you. I'm unmuting you. What is the shape of bacilli? Gyanen, what is the shape of bacilli? What is the shape of bacilli?
Rod.
Yes. What is the
I'm Rod.
shape of bacilli? Fine. Anyone else? What is the shape of bacilli? Dipti. Dipti, I am unmuting you. Dipti Singh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is the shape of
Ma'am,
bacilli?
rod shape.
Rod shape.
Ma'am,
Very
rod
good.
shape.
Very good. So bacilli is of rod shape. Okay. Hands down. Fine. Next question is, in settling the curd, which bacteria is used? To settle the curd, to convert the milk into curd, which bacteria is used? Aparna Singh. Aparna, I have unmuted you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the answer is lactobacillus bacteria.
Okay, well done. So to convert milk into curd, bacteria lactobacillus is used. Very good. Now moving to next. Which microorganism is used in nitrogen fixation? Which microorganism is used in nitrogen fixation? Yashi, will you answer? I'm unmuting you. Yes, Yashi.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, beta. So which bacteria, which
Ma'am,
microorganism used in nitrogen fixation?
Ma'am, the microorganism which is used for the nitrogen fixation is especially a bacteria known as rhizobium.
Very good. So rhizobium is used in the process of nitrogen fixation. Acha, can anyone tell me what is nitrogen fixation? This you have learned in chapter number 1, crop production. You have studied nitrogen cycle. So can anyone tell me what exactly is nitrogen fixation? Okay, Nayasha. Nayasha, I'm unmuting you. Yes. What is nitrogen fixation?
Yes.
What is nitrogen fixation, Nayasha?
The process by which atmospheric nitrogen is changed into a form which is used by plants.
Okay. Anyone else? That's good. That's correct answer. Anyone else? Okay. Saurabh Suman. I'm unmuting you, Saurabh. Saurabh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta. What is nitrogen fixation?
The chemical process by which atmospheric nitrogen is converted into organic compound, especially by certain microorganisms as part of the nitrogen cycle, is called nitrogen fixation.
Okay, very good. So what is nitrogen fixation, children? Basically, nitrogen fixation can be atmospheric nitrogen fixation and it can also be biological nitrogen fixation. This you have studied in chapter 1. Yes? So what is atmospheric nitrogen fixation? When with the help of lightning, the nitrogen is broken down into its substances like nitrate and nitrite. Okay, that is called atmospheric nitrogen fixation. And when we talk about biological nitrogen fixation, so biological nitrogen fixation basically takes place inside the soil where with the help of various microorganisms, nitrogen is converted into nitrate and then it is converted into nitrite and then converted into ammonia and it is used by the plants. So is it clear? This is nitrogen fixation. This process takes place in plants, which provide them with the nutrients and increase the growth in plant. All right. So that is nitrogen fixation. Okay. Now moving ahead, children, in your exam paper, that is in your half yearly exam, there can be such questions like there will be 3 statements given. Okay. And you have to choose among this which is correct. Okay. So I'm just showing you one sample of a question. One sample question and you have to answer it. Okay. So just look into the pattern of this. Yes, question number 7. Just have a look at this. Which of the following statements about viruses are true? Viruses, statement 1 is viruses are smallest microorganism. Second, viruses are living organism and it reproduce very fast. Third is viruses are connecting link between living and non-living. So you have 4 options here. Either first, second, third, all 3 are correct. 1 only, 1 and 3, 3 only. So such type of questions can also be there in your exam. So would you like to answer? Who will answer this question? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, children. Answer this question. Yes. Arya Gupta. I'm unmuting you. Please answer this question. Will you answer this question, beta? Arya? Fine. Tejas, answer this question. Tejas, I'm unmuting you. Shwetank, wait, your turn will come. Okay?
And the correct answer is third one, 1 and 3.
1 and 3. Very good.
And second is also correct.
Second is also correct. Okay. So children, for such type of questions, you have to mark the most probable one. Okay. 1 only is not the correct answer. The correct answer is third, that is first and 3. This first one is also correct, that is viruses are the smallest microorganism. And third is correct, that is viruses are connecting link between living and non-living. Second answer, second point, second statement is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because it says viruses are living organism. Children, viruses are not living organism. It only becomes living when it enters the host cell. All right. Viruses are the smallest organism, but when they enter the host cell, then only they become living. All right. So answer third was correct. That is first and third. So this type of question can come in your exam. All right. So and also match the following type of question, fill in the blanks type of question can also be there in your exam. Okay. So prepare well for your exams, children. And in the next class, like tomorrow, we are going to complete this chapter, conservation of plants and animals. And from the next class, please start preparing the previous chapters, like first chapter, crop production, second, microorganism, and third, conservation of plants and animals. Okay. And children, tomorrow we are having chemistry Zoom class. So be prepared well in advance with like this for the chemistry class. Okay. So in tomorrow class, we will discuss language of chemistry first, because I think many of you are having confusion in that. So tomorrow first we will discuss language of chemistry. Okay. Then we will move further with the first chapter, then second chapter, and then third chapter. All right. Is it okay with everyone? Is anyone is having any question? Yes, she. Yes. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I wanted to know that the work which you have given today about language of chemistry, you have written there that we have to do it in fair copy. So, in fair copy of language of chemistry, which is the activity copy,
No,
or
no.
the our fair copy of chemistry.
Your fair copy of chemistry. You don't have to make the separate notebook for language of chemistry. आपने जिसमें question answer लिखा है, in that only after that you will write language of chemistry as a heading, write date and start writing. All right. Clear?
Okay.
Is it clear to everyone? You don't have to make a
Yes,
separate language of chemistry notebook. Okay? You will do it in your fair notebook only. Am I clear to everyone? So in that language of chemistry, you have to draw table 3 and table 4 and the that valency table that I gave you, and you have to write this that I gave you as a homework today, that how to write a formula. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Aradhya Dave, are you having any question? Yes, beta. Yes, bache.
Ma'am, the language of chemistry course is completed now.
Yes, language of chemistry course is completed. So in that you have to only learn the table 3, table 4 and how to write a formula. That's it. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
If you want, I can revise it again also. And we will do the revision. Don't worry. Okay, who else? Any questions? Tejas. Yes. Yes, Tejas, any question?
Ma'am, from which date we will have our exams?
That will be informed to you, beta. That will be informed to
Ma'am,
you.
from which date we will have our exams?
That will be informed to you very soon. Okay. Who else? Any question? Alankrita, are you having any question? Yes.
Ma'am, ma'am, can you explain that sulfate, sulfide, and bisulfide one concept that you taught today in live class again?
I'll explain that to you again when we'll meet tomorrow in the Zoom interactive class. I'll explain all that, how we can name it, how the crisscross method is done, how to write a formula. I'll again explain all these things in the tomorrow Zoom interactive class. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, that's confusing.
I know. So I'll make you understand. I know that language of chemistry is a bit confusing to you because it is a bit higher, but like you have to study it in a freshly new manner. ये नया topic है, तो इसलिए we will revise it again. Okay, this language of chemistry. Don't worry. So children, please be prepared for tomorrow's live class. We'll go for language of chemistry revision. If you come across any kind of doubt, do ask tomorrow. All right. So that's all for today. Thank you and Jai Hind children. Thank you for this interactive class. Thank you children.